Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we will be making pork stew and spinach. Karibuni nyote tupike pamoja. As you can see, we have frozen meat, and the most efficient way to get rid of the ice is by using hot water. So while the meat is defrosting, I'll go ahead and start preparing some of the spices that we'll be using today. The ingredients we'll be using for this recipe are fresh tomatoes, tomato paste, a mixture of white and green onions, fresh ginger and fresh garlic, and last but not least we have salt and curry powder. It took less than 30 minutes for our meat to defrost through the help of hot water. Right now we're gonna go ahead and start cleaning our meat before we move on to the next step. As you can see, our meat is clean and ready to go. So we will add in a little bit of the fresh spices as well as a combination of curry powder and salt. Then we will go ahead and start mixing everything together. So we will let this mixture hang in there for about 5 minutes before we move on to the next step. Guys, don't forget that we're doing 2 types of cooking at once, and that's the main reason why we have 2 pots on our stove. So we'll go ahead and turn on the first stove, add in a little bit of oil in our first pot, and let it cook for a few minutes before we add some of the fresh spices in. We will let this mixture cook for a few minutes before we add in our fresh tomatoes. So to prevent the mixture from burning, we will keep on turning it until we achieve the goldish color. So the mixture is ready, and right now we are going to add our fresh tomatoes. Let the tomatoes cook very well before we add in our tomato paste. So the mixture is ready, and right now we're gonna go ahead and add our tomato paste. Let the mixture cook for a few minutes, then move on to the next step. Before we move on to the next step, we will add in the last portion of our spices, which is a mixture of salt and curry powder. So after we mix everything up together, we will divide this mixture into 2 portions. The first one will cook our pork, and the second one will cook our spinach. In our first pot, we'll add in the meat, and the next one will be used to cook spinach. Now let's go ahead and mix our meat with the other ingredients, and since we haven't added any water yet, we'll keep on turning it to prevent the burning from occurring. So we'll keep on adding little portion of the meat and mixing everything together for about 3 to 5 minutes. Then after that we will add in our water. As you can see, our meat is looking great already, but the last thing we'll add in is water just to let it cook very well. And I really apologize guys, I was not able to show you a clip of how much water I added in the meat, but our meat is already cooking and we will move on to the next step, which is to cook our spinach. So in our mixture of tomato and other spices, we'll go ahead and add in a little bit of oil and let everything cook together before we add in our spinach. To prevent this mixture from burning, we'll keep on turning it until it's ready for the next step, which is to add in the leftover fresh spices. So we'll mix everything together until it's ready for our spinach to go in. So we'll go ahead and add in all our spinach and mix everything together well. So it will take us about 3 to 5 minutes to cook our spinach, and while the spinach is cooking, we'll keep on turning it just to prevent the burning from occurring. So that's it guys, our spinach is ready to go, and thank you so much for sticking with us up to this moment. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.